Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Model Rocks 321. In this video, I will be documenting my build progress of the 146 scale Gemini Titan. This is a builder's kit by Boyce Aerospace. You build it around a BT-80. It's great 3D printing. Most of the parts are 3D printed. You have to supply your own tubes. All the tubes you see back here, I had to do all that myself. It required two 14-inch BT-80s, so you had to cut one down to like 12.9, I believe, or something like that. And this one had to be cut down, and you had your two motor tubes because it is a cluster, and you need two 18mm motor blocks for those BT-20s. So I got all that done. Now these are just the parts. I'm just looking everything over. It seems to be complete. You have an option to launch from a rail. They give you two rail guides, and he gave you two 316 rail, two 316 standard, regular rod launch deals there. I may be upgrading to something a little bigger. I think I'm gonna go with just I don't want to add too much. I don't want to do too much to this rocket because I built my other one, and my other Boyce kit, which was the Saturn 1 SA5, and I never got a good flight because I think I added just too much weight, and it's wonky. I just needed some more center of gravity issues. Just has issues. So I'm gonna try to leave this as standard as possible. It already comes with a bunch of detailing. A total wrap comes with everything that's there, so I don't have to add too much. It's not naked. It's going to be a pretty much a nice, just like the one, scale, fully scale. You got some conduit material here, so it's going to be complete. It's going to be complete. There's your just going over the parts. Here's your nozzles, your engine nozzles, turbo pump. Motor tubes will get seated into this part here. It is a really good kit, man. I'm really liking this a lot. You got your Gemini capsule. Got your little windows there, nice. This separates, like you can take that apart, and this comes apart. Like just nice stuff here. You got your second stage motor, like for display purposes, nice. It'll be shown during the launch. You paint the inside of it. I think you cut some windows here. You can see and all kind of stuff like that. You got this little dome piece here. I think that's a tank. So these are most of the parts. And he gave you this material here, that piece of cord. I don't know if this is a piece of black, like tough, it's tough, a very tough piece of like twine. Then you got these structures here. It don't seem like a difficult build. Don't seem too difficult anyway. I mean, you got also the clear fins. Don't want to leave those out. So seems like a pretty quality 3D print. Very nice. Very nice print. Very nice print. You still got that fine line, but not bad at all. I have no complaints about that. So just going to get this built so we can get this flying. Take my time with it, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get this started. Got these other parts here drying up. These are your retainer. They're cool nozzles that'll thread right on. That is cool. Motor goes in, these thread on. This glue should be dry by now. I used a little bit of CA on those as you saw earlier. Yeah, this is a tight fit, but yeah, it should be good. Yeah, get that guy on there. I have to sand that tube a little bit, but yeah, these will, once you got your motor in, these will butt right up against it, and it'll be pretty cool. Nice design. That's, you know, it's really a nice design. I mean, I like it a lot. You got a cluster of 2 motors, but yeah, this is pretty nice. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's ready. Letting that dry and set to its part, and prepare to cut your BA tube. I already cut my tubes, so I am on this part. I cut my tubes already. So I got my 314 millimeter. That's the main body, lower stage. For the first stage, got this little 1.9 inch tube of 49 millimeter. Then it's 4.842 inch of an inch, or 4.28 inch tube section. It's 123 millimeter. Yeah, some stuff is ready to get actually ready to glue some body stuff together. So this is where I'm at. 'Cause I kind of working away. Like I already cut my tubes. This got to be painted, so I'm not going to do anything with putting any harnesses on or anything like that yet, or even gluing that. So I'm just going to wait on that. Okay, so I deviated away from what the instructions call for because they had you putting some stuff together and then masking and painting. I decided to just leave some parts, you know, on their own and paint them without putting them into tubes and stuff. So I went on and I did the capsule. I did the adapter to the capsule. I did these engine nozzles. They're going to screw on here. These are actually engine retainers. They're pretty cool. So you put your engine in, then these will screw on. They called for black on this nozzle, but it looks more like a silver black. So I'm going to just weather this with some black to give it that color. Then around this part that's covered with masking tape will be white. So I'm going to do that. And then this is the second stage motor. Called for silver, so I just did it in silver. Actually, I can pull this stuff off here, take some of these parts. One part isn't dry yet. It's kind of weird. This white was, I did it in a semi-gloss white. It's still got a little stickiness to it, so I'm gonna just let this dry probably overnight because it'll start showing up with fingerprints and stuff. So that's gonna be a side. And these are just, this is like the main body. This part's all done in here. You can see the tank in there. This is supposed to be done all silver. This is one of the parts that was, I just masked off and did it because they had you where you put it together and mask off and then paint. So I'd rather just work like this. Just do them all separate, all the same colors, and then do my other colors and then keep moving on like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pull some of this off while we're on here. as I look at this, we're coming along. We have not too much work left. Some work left. I ain't gonna say not too much. But I noticed there's some brown showing inside of here. Here's one of the areas where, like I was telling you in the instructions earlier, that they want you to paint this now after it's assembled. So I'm so glad that I painted this already, this motor. It's not glued in yet. I'm glad the second stage motors, I painted it already. But there's this area inside here where brown's showing. I'm just going to get that painted silver inside here. And then right inside here, I don't know if you can see it from that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not. But inside here, there's some brown. So I'm just going to go with this uni marker. It's a, like a metallic silver. So I think I can go in there and just get that silver done. If not, if I have to get the brush, a paint brush, and go through there. And that CA glue still kind of still wet in there. So I'm going to have to wait a little while on that. But this one, some CA in there, it's wet. So this part, I can get some silver down in here. Because I only need a little bit painted, like right above this white ring. And I'll be able to get in there easier with this. But it's just one of those details that I like. I don't like to look in there and see, you know, some brown showing. It's like why? I could have that painted silver like the inside. Or white. But silver will do, though. So it's coming along. So right now I'm just wiping up some of the excess CA glue. Most of it's dry, but I just want to get it out of there before I actually paint silver on the inside of that brown, just to give it, I just want the brown going. I think it'll look a lot nicer with it being either all silver or all white in there. So I'm just going to make the silver match that piece right there. So okay, so the main is called the subassemblies of the model, as shown laid out below. Now we'll move on to the installation of the body wraps. So all the main build is complete except for the clear fins and the body wraps. So they have you doing the body wraps next. Then I believe the clear fins and the conduit parts. There's some raceways here that are going to get glued on after the body wraps. See, here's on the next page, step 40. That's when I'll start doing the body wraps. And then after that, I believe more body wraps here. And then here's where we have the conduits. They get installed. Then we do some shock cord material, checking center of gravity. And then they have you doing, it's okay, I guess. And down here, Boys has is doing the fin units. They get attached using zip ties, which is a unique method. It says use small zip ties to attach the fin clips. So there's a piece that goes there, one there already still installed, and then the other one will go there. Well, I didn't show you, but one there, and one will go on the other side. Fins go in those slots. You zip tie it around. Unique. So let's get to it. So here we are. A lot of progress is made. I didn't get the chance to film some of the body wrappings. I had some trouble with the wraps. I had to do some additional work to get them perfect, but not perfect. I'm saying I ain't gonna use the word perfect. So I had a little misaligned here. It was a little. That was probably the hardest part of this build so far, is getting the wraps right. And I still question the body tube lengths. I looked on the website. People have gotten it correct. I converted what he has here in the instructions with body tube lengths. I converted. It was 3 pieces of tubes that you needed. If I can find the page. Where is it? I can't find it. All right, I'm at the beginning now, so it must be not far away. Not far. So yeah, there was a conversion you had to do. Here you go. Here you go. So he had these 3 pieces of tubes here: 314 millimeter, a 49 millimeter, and 123 millimeter. I converted them to inches, and I scaled them correctly. And one of the body tubes still didn't give me. One of the wraps still didn't fit quite right. I don't know if it was this one or this one. One of them. So I had to put, it was this one. I had to put an extended piece of tube to fit. So I don't know what the deal is. But everything's good with this one right now. And it was just it was a little nightmare. It was a little nightmare. But I think it came out okay. Had a little misalignment, but I got it all up to par now. And the stage I'm at right now is where another thing I didn't show, apologies, was I painted these. These are some more of the 3-pin parts. They were on like a little waffle. They pop off really easy. So these will go here. They will go here. The black will line up with the black and the white will line up with the white. And I'm just going to trim this in and I want to paint the bottom. So there's 2 of these and there's 2 of the gray ones on the upper section of these conduits. This thing is really more of a metallic, but you know, for 3D, for printing purposes of these wraps. So that one's going to go there. And that's the stages I'm on now. And actually on here, there's another one. This one here, I did get this color matched pretty good. This one will go here. That's a pretty good color match of that, which is, I think it's a yellow ring, but here it's kind of a rusty brown or something like that with the gray. So not bad. I'm gonna get all this glued on in the next steps. And also I'm going to be working on, well, this is like nearly completion, working on this section here with the clear fins. These parts are really cool because you put your fins in here. And I saw in the instructions, which, you know, you gluing through, the glue is going to be back here. So it's kind of nice. You put glue there or glue inside and then you push it. I'm just going to use some CA. It's 2 of these and they snap onto the nozzles, the engine nozzles, just on the sides actually. Let me see. So once it's glued in place like that, these guys here will snap in place like that for flight. These are the flight fins and they're clear, man. They're nice acrylic, super clear. So it won't lose its profile at all. You can barely see them. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice touch. And, you know, I'm still curious about the flight of these things. I'm starting to think, I've seen some weird flights. I saw a couple flights on YouTube of this Gemini Titan. I've seen some weird flights, like almost seemed underpowered, but these fly on the Q-jets, which should give a little more punch. It flies on 2 Q-jets. And I just wonder about some of the, and here's some center of gravity stuff. It's 14.75 inches from the nose. So that should be your CG point. And it says put 2 C67 engines in the model, add recovery wadding in both parachutes, check the balance point, you know, of the model and the center of gravity. So this is something that will be worked out. I'm gonna make sure I get it perfect before flying. I'm planning on flying it, and you know, let the chips fall where they may. I'm gonna launch it. I'm not planning on just keeping this as a display. I don't really particularly like display models. I like flown models and then I'll display them. I want these things to fly. So that's what's gonna be happening. And here we go. We got 2 SDC-53s. We'll send it up to 298 feet. I'm not going with those. I'm going with the D16s. They got them on D16 6s. I know I have some C-12-4s. That can get you up to 336. I have some of these. So flying should be no issue. Just stable flight is what we want. So we're going to get moving right now on a build step. I'm going to start adding the raceways and the conduits. So here we go.
Attention Rocketeers, for the very first time, you can get your hands on an exclusive set of Model Rocket trading cards by Model Rockets 321. These cards have been carefully created and represent a groundbreaking first in the world of rocketry with their glossy UV-coated finish. These collectibles are a must-have for anyone passionate about space and rocketry. This 12-card set includes detailed descriptions on the back of each card, plus 3 limited edition cards that will be vaulted after this release. Don't miss out! Secure your set right now by clicking the link in the bio.
Alright guys, here we have the Gemini Titan 146 scale. Gemini Titan is completely built using some BT-80 tubes and Boyce Aerospace 3D printed parts. You just watched that build. I went past a few things, a few steps. I think you saw a majority of it, but it's done. It's complete. Had a few issues with laying down my roll, the wraps, but I got it all worked out. And made it look pretty good. The last step I did was I built up these fins, these clear fins, which are really nice acrylic fins. You can barely see them, so I'm pretty sure in the field it'll look nice. These fins, these are detachable. As you can see here, they're fin little units like that. Let me just, there we go, that's better. So yeah, these you can detach like this. And you will use a zip tie that will go through the fin. I'm not sure if you can see the hole on the fin or not. There's a hole that you would zip tie it to the body during flight. So that's a neat little trick there. You gotta get some of the little small zip ties, which I have some in the drawers somewhere around here. And also it flies on a cluster of 2. These are the nozzles. You screw these out, drop the engines in, and you go from there. Only thing I need to do, the build is all complete. I just have to attach these launch lugs. These are going to be silver and painted with silver or gray. The body's like a gray. This part was, or you painted this silver, but the Drill Titan, a lot of this is like a metallic silver, aluminum or whatever they used. So that's the only thing. But other than that, it's cool. It's a nice rocket. On the heavier side, I feel like it's a little heavier up top, which is what you want because it has this. This is display. Like you can display the first stage or the second stage. So it had the little locking system, drop in and turns. That's pretty nice. And here, like I said, the 2 parachutes I have to attach. These are 2 separate pieces, 2 30-inch nylon chutes. That's what it'll run on. So other than that, I'm completely done with the build. Overall, I'm happy with the rocket. Nice size. I always wanted this one. Like I said earlier in the video, if you saw the beginning, I grabbed it when Boyce ran a sale. That's when I went on and grabbed mine, or this is either a sale or a discount code on it. I think I put a code in. It was back around Halloween, I think, somewhere. I forget what holiday. But other than that, I'm complete. Looking at some of the engines recommended, so you can fly it on recommended motors. It says 2 C53s put you up to 298 feet. I'm going with the Q jets. I'm going with 2 of the C12s at 300 feet. And you can also use some Aerotech single-use D10 5s. That'll get you up to 700 feet. So I'll see what I'm gonna do. I have some of the Q jets and I have some of the Super Cs. But yeah, just want to get this thing off the ground. I've seen some flights. It didn't seem like it was really producing some great flights. Kind of weird. So I'm gonna have to definitely keep an eye on this and choose a calm day. I don't want a breezy day or anything for it. But overall, a nice rocket, nice scale model to add to the collection. So it's pretty nice. I like it overall. Hope you enjoyed this video. So we will see you on another one. Be sure to check the links below. Support the channel any way you can. If you tune in, hit the thumb up button. Subscribe if you're new. Check the links, the cards. Everybody know the collector cards are there. If you still see them up there, if there are no more, then they're done. And set 2 will be coming early or later. And I don't know, sometime in 2024. So the year's closing out now. We are in December. Gemini Titan is complete. I will be flying this rocket. Like I said, I fly most, and ones I choose to fly, I'll fly. And some, if it's so great and I can't do it, I won't do it. But for the most part, I do launch the rockets that I build. So this one is no different, and we will get this in the air. All right, guys. Catch you on another video. It's the Gemini Titan.